Eldoria was a land of vibrant forests and sparkling rivers. It was a place where magic whispered on the wind. At its heart stood Shadow Peak, a mountain shrouded in mystery. Legends spoke of a magnificent treasure hidden within its depths. It was said to be guarded by a fearsome dragon, its scales shimmering like 1,000 sunsets. Many had attempted to conquer the peak, but none had returned. Their failures only deepened the mystery of Shadow Peak. The legend of Shadow Peak was more than just a tale in Eldoria. It was a whispered warning, a bedtime story to keep children from straying too far. But for some, it was a call to adventure, a siren song of untold riches and forgotten magic. In a village nestled at the foot of the mountain lived a young boy named Arik. Unlike other children who trembled at the mention of Shadow Peak, Arik was different. He was a curious boy with a spirit that yearned for adventure.
He spent his days poring over ancient scrolls, his heart captivated by tales of bravery and wisdom. The legend of Shadow Peak wasn't a warning to Arik, it was a challenge.
Arik was different. He wasn't afraid of the stories. He was drawn to them. He wanted to unravel the secrets of Shadow Peak. He believed that the true treasure was not gold or jewels, but something far greater: knowledge. Arik's grandfather, a seasoned adventurer, saw the spark in him.
He gifted Arik a worn leather strap, an amulet dangling from its center. It was a simple piece, a polished blue stone carved with intricate swirling patterns. "This," his grandfather said, his voice raspy with age, "will guide you."
He explained that the amulet was passed down through generations, a beacon for those brave enough to face the unknown. The amulet felt warm against Arik's palm. It buzzed with a faint energy, a whisper of magic that resonated deep within him.
He knew then that his journey was meant to be.
Armed with his grandfather's wisdom and the amulet's guidance, Arik set off towards the looming shadow of the peak. The ascent was perilous. The path was fraught with hidden crevasses and treacherous slopes. The air grew thin and cold as Arik climbed higher, the wind biting at his skin, yet he pressed on, his resolve fueled by the legend and the tingling energy of the amulet.
He deciphered ancient runes etched into the mountainside, each one a piece of the puzzle that guarded the peak's secrets.
The runes were more than just markings. They were tests, trials of knowledge and perception. Arik used his wits and the knowledge gleaned from his grandfather's stories to decipher their meaning. Each success brought him closer to the heart of the mountain, closer to the truth hidden within. Following the rune's guidance, Arik discovered a hidden entrance. It led to a cavern bathed in an ethereal blue light. As he stepped inside, the air grew heavy, thick with the scent of ancient magic. Before him stood a massive stone door, its surface etched with a swirling vortex of runes. A powerful presence resonated from behind it. This was the heart of the mountain, the Chamber of Shadows.
The amulet in my hand, it's thrumming with warmth. It pulses in sync with the runes on the door, guiding me.
He placed his hand against the cool stone, feeling the energy flow from his fingertips. The runes flared, bathing the chamber in an intense blue light, and the door groaned open. In the chamber's heart lay a magnificent dragon. Its scales shimmered like amethysts, catching the blue light. This was Noctara, the guardian of Shadow Peak. But unlike the fearsome beast of legend, Noctara's eyes held ancient wisdom, not malice.
Instead of attacking, I should bow my head in respect.
You seek the treasure of Shadow Peak, but first, you must prove yourself worthy.
Noctara presented Arik with 3 trials, each testing a different aspect of his character. The first tested his courage, forcing him to confront his deepest fears. The second tested his wisdom, demanding he solve an intricate riddle woven into the fabric of the chamber. The final trial tested his heart, requiring a selfless act of sacrifice. Arik faced each trial with unwavering resolve. He relied not on brute strength, but on his quick wit, courage, and the kindness within his heart. He learned that true strength stemmed from facing one's fears, from seeking knowledge, and from acting with compassion. Upon completing the trials, Noctara regarded him with approval.
You have proven yourself worthy.
Her voice echoed through the chamber.
The true treasure of Shadow Peak is not gold or jewels. It is knowledge, young one. Knowledge of our world, of magic, of history. Use it wisely.
She gestured with her head towards the chamber's heart, where a blue orb pulsed with light. A wave of warmth emanated from the orb, flowing into Arik, filling him with understanding. With a heavy heart, but a mind brimming with knowledge, Arik bid farewell to Noctara. He descended Shadow Peak, the once daunting slopes now familiar. He carried with him not glittering treasures, but something far more valuable. He carried the wisdom of the ancients, the knowledge to heal, to build, and to protect. He would share this gift with his people, ensuring their prosperity.
As I walk, I think about the legends. They painted the dragon as a fearsome beast, a creature to be vanquished, but Noctara had become my teacher, her trials a crucible from which I emerged stronger and wiser.
Arik descended the mountain path, the rising sun at his back, a determined look on his face.